Clay, here. Good boy, good boy. Now, folks, that's it. He's collar conditioned to recall. We're done. Hey everybody, Ethan here with Standing Stone, and you probably clicked on this video today because you're struggling with recall. Let's face it, if you're here watching this video now, it's probably more than a struggle. You're at your wit's end with your little puppy that is not coming back to you, or you just don't have the confidence, right? You've been doing your on-leash training, you've been doing your walks, and you want the opportunity to go to the off-leash zones or hiking or some kind of adventure, something fun where you can reliably ask your dog to come back and trust that they're going to be able to do that. Let me show you this, guys. Bex! Atta boy. Good. Here. Heel. All right, guys. That's what I'm talking about with reliable recall. A dog that can be hanging out over there and come back to us when we call. The other thing that we can do is play a little fetch. Ready? Okay. This is another one that a lot of times can become a game of keep away. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Here. Heel. Nice. All right, folks. This guy's an old pro. He makes it look fun. He makes it look exciting, and he makes it look easy. It's not going to look exactly like this when you start, and that's why we are set up with our online dog training community at patreon.com/standingstonekennels. It's where you can reach out to us as you're working through a training session and you hit a hiccup. Also, anything you see in our videos, you can find at standingstonesupply.com. Now, we're going to move into Clay. I mentioned him before. He's struggling, and we showed that in his last video, but he's also ready to start today, collar conditioning. We're going to be working on collar conditioning to recall. Let's get started. All right, so we've got Clay. First, I want to mention a couple things that I have here. I have his meal and a clicker. We're going to utilize that to warm him up, get him in the kind of mood, if you will, for working on some recall. Also, we've got an e-collar. And as you can see here, we have him on a check cord. This is to kind of help build some consistency in the beginning, expecting that this is not going to go perfectly, all right? Now, what we need to be doing here, I've got the 1820. This is DT Systems H2O 1820. I've got to make sure, pro tip of the day, turn your collar on. That's step number one. But we're going to get this fitted, and fit is an important thing. You want your collar to be set tight up behind their ears, and it needs to be snug. You don't want your dog to be choking and hacking, but if it's loose and slopping around there, it's not going to be beneficial. In the beginning stages here, we like to start with vibrate. Now, for some of you, some of your dogs, vibrate might mean a lot, okay? Which means it's going to be fairly aversive, right? If your dog has too big of a reaction with vibrate, you can actually utilize stimulation. We found with our specific short hairs, they're bold, confident dogs, and vibrate's a really good way to pull focus as well as a great form of communication in the beginning stages. Now, like we've talked about in the past videos, this is not step one, okay? We've already laid the groundwork and we've shown him doing all of these things in different environments. I have a controlled environment. I have a check cord, which is going to add more control to this environment, and I have his food to work through. We're going to start with this. Targeting, Clay. Good. Get his mind in the mindset of training. You are probably experiencing this. If you're following along with any of our training videos, you see we do a lot of training sessions with meals. Good. And your puppy behaves really well. It's very focused during that meal and training time. Clay, here. Good. This is important to use this to your advantage. Here. Good. Okay, so clicker's marking him targeting. He's getting rewarded after the fact. Nice job, big guy. Adding a little more distance here where we can. Here. Good. All right, guys, so what I've got is my collar now. We're going to be moving to vibrate. Can you do the clicker and the food and the check cord and the e-collar and the dog, all of those things? No. So we're going to eliminate one. The clicker is going away now. We've already shown that he knows here in targeting, that's pretty easy. Now we're going to be able to continue to feed him if he will eat. Not all dogs will. This is going to be a bit of, let's say, if the collar doesn't pull their focus at all, and it doesn't mean anything at all to the dog, it's not going to really help work as a reliable cue. So we should see some dogs no longer want to eat. They're more focused on what the collar is. Now, we're utilizing it as negative reinforcement. We teach with positive reinforcement, and then we move into the negative reinforcement zone. Now, positive, negative, they have their own meaning of good and bad, right? That's the first thing that comes into your head. What they actually mean more is a addition-subtraction problem. What we're going to be using here is vibrate. I'm going to turn it on. This is going to be the timing, okay? I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to ask for the same target that we just showed he's good at. As soon as he touches my hand, and we're actually going to take a little baby step away from this in the beginning. We're going to help finish. So he comes in and touches my hand, and I'm going to help finish by getting my hands on him. This being hands on you shuts the collar off. That is the way that we're going to be able to make this easy for him. So collar's going to come on. I'm going to ask for the recall with my target, and then once he gets to me, shuts the collar off. That's the negative portion. The collar, the mild annoyance, goes away by complying, okay? Reinforcement-based training strengthens behaviors, and that's what we're looking to do here. We're looking to strengthen the recall that he already has shown he has an understanding when he's excited to work for something. Dog food, right? So here is wrap number 1. I want to get this little cup out of my hand. I'm going to take a couple kibble. Let's see. If I had a treat pouch, I could put them in that. But instead of that, I'm going to use something really cool, like a back pocket, so that later we can find pockets full of dog food in the washing machine, right? Let's see here. Okay, so got a handful of dog kibble. He's not going to need more than 1 or 2. Thank you, assistant. All right, so I want you to be able to see, you got a good view of him here. Here's the collar. Here. You see him look around? Good. Nice job, buddy. That looking around is his acknowledgement, right? I feel this. What is that? I hear it buzzing. I can feel it and hear it. That is why we utilize vibrate to begin with. We want dogs to be able to feel, hear, using 2 senses, which makes it, for some dogs that are overly sensitive, more aversive than just using stimulation, which would only activate 1 sense. But let's do another rep here. Vibrate is on. Here. Good. Nice job. It's okay that he is distracted a little bit by the collar. And he looks around for a second, then completes the rep. This is good. We're talking to him and rewarding him. He is still eating, so I'm going to continue to feed him. Put a little bit of distance. Now, if your dog gets startled, tries to run away, having a leash or check cord on them allows you to complete the rep. This is the most important thing. If you're watching this right now and you're getting ready to, as soon as you get done watching this, go and try it with your own dog, you need to understand this. He made it look easy there because he completed that first rep perfectly. You need to complete the first rep. Reinforcement-based training, negative reinforcement. We're taking away the mild annoyance, that's the collar, when the dog complies with what we're asking. Now, if your dog runs into the other room to hide because they're startled and they don't know how to react properly, they run to the other room and you go, I don't know what to do. So you let the collar off. What did you just reinforce? Collar comes on, I bolt to the other room, and then the collar shuts off. That strengthened the behavior of running away, okay? We don't want that. You want to be prepared, know what to expect, and know how to handle it. As soon as I lift the collar up, we'll do another one here. Vibrates on, here. My hands get on him, collar shuts off. Good boy. Let's do a handful of reps and then we're going to end this. This is a really, really good introduction. Vibrate on, here. Good. He's still looking around, trying to figure out exactly what that is, but doing a good job with it. Confidence with this comes with time. Here. Attaboy, nice job. Nice job. Clay, here. Good boy. Vibrate on. Clay, here. Good. Now you're seeing, as soon as I said vibrate on, he started coming right to me. That's what we're looking for. He already knows how to do this. We're teaching him how to respond to the collar. Vibrate on. Here. Attaboy. Good job. That's a good boy. Put a little distance. Clay, here. Good boy. Good boy. I'm using his dog food. I'm giving him 4, 5, 6 crunchies, just depending, something that your dog can eat quickly and it doesn't distract from the training session. Anticipating a little bit. Because what am I going to do? I'm going to ask you to come to me again. That's what I did the last 5 times I moved over here. Clay, here. Good. Nice job. You're making this look easy. And it should be easy. Proper timing is important. We're strengthening this behavior and it's going to get exponentially better for us. Clay, here. Good boy. Good boy. Now, folks, that's it. He's collar conditioned to recall. We're done. No. This is a conditioning process. This is going to take multiple sessions like everything else we've done. Okay? I am going to end his session here. We'll do probably one more session where we work just him and I like this. And when he builds confidence to the point of almost instantly running right to me, then we're going to add a second person. This should be someone in the family that spends a lot of time, or a good friend that spends a lot of time with you and your dog. If you have children, incorporate this, incorporate them into this as well. I'm talking, maybe 4, 5, 6 range is probably that bottom end where they should be pretty good at being able to help things that the dog already knows. So you can stand in a circle, 3 people, or just one person would be where I would start next. And we call him back and forth. One person runs the transmitter, collar turns on. Whoever is calling him is where he needs to go. Even if he's anticipating and coming back and forth, you help and get him there. But you can build on this, and in less than a week of training sessions on average, you should have a dog that's pretty dang reliable at responding to this vibrate or low levels of stimulation. And then we can start talking about what to do in higher distraction environments. Thanks guys for watching. This is Clay. I'm the guy with the pink gun. We will see you in his next video.